Hi, I'm Jason Hewitt. So we are doing a honey extraction today. I need to find a place to prop this. Really haven't used much smoke on these just because we're going to be in here for a second to get the honey and then move on. The propolis is so hot today. The propolis is super gummy. Okay, so they haven't really drawn that side out yet, but this side is completely capped honey. Well over 75%. Make sure it did propolis that underneath, didn't I? There we go. Okay, so this is pretty much 100% capped also. That looks great. Put that back. So what we're using to remove the bees is a fume board. So that's right over here. So it is a fume board, so it's just going to force the bees to go down because they do not like the honey robber on there. So it's going to give that a little while and walk around to the front and make sure they're not flying out the colony. So we removed all the honey supers for the day. I've got 3 total to extract, 1 deep and 2 medium supers. The supers, or the frames, as you can see, are well over 75% capped. That's just one of the mediums. Here's one of the deeps. So, actually, we're using this as a brood nest too, but well over 75% capped. What is honey? So since I've taken all these supers off the colonies, I'm planning to feed them sugar water, especially during the summer because we have a bit of a dearth here in South Carolina, until the fall where we get a small flow with goldenrod and a few other things. So what we're going to do is 1-to-1 syrup over the summer, and just stay in the colonies, make sure they've got plenty of food, they're not about to starve. As far as what method we use for extraction, I use a RadioArm 2010 Maxan extractor. The reason I use this is because I use plastic foundation and I want to make sure I don't mess the wax up and I can reuse it next season. This just spins it, saving the wax and not destroying the frames. I don't do any cut comb honey, so this is all I really need for extraction. Okay, so I like using just a fork to pick the cappings off. It's real simple. Just barely going under the cappings and lifting. I don't want to take too much of the wax because I want to reuse these frames, so I try not to damage them any more than I have to. I got a bucket of capping, or for the cappings right underneath here, so that's where I'm going to dump them. Okay, so we have all the honey, or all the frames uncapped. You can see some wax moth damage there. All the frames are uncapped and loaded appropriately in the MaxSand extractor. The justification for using this extractor is that I use mainly Langstroth equipment. I prefer deep supers just because it's less equipment for me to have. But I do have some mediums, and this particular setup allows me to use both. It is an electronic extractor, so I'm just going to flip it on now. And this speeds it up. Through and bucket down here.